Hello, hello. Per usual, I'm gonna wait until the 1 minute pass mark before I start this live today. So today is a little bit earlier than typical, so I'm gonna start at 3:01. It is Friday Eve. Super excited about that. I hope your guys' Thursday is going pretty well. It's one day closer to the weekend, which is always great. Hello, hello, welcome. Okay, I'm going to start. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Foodie Fam Live series, which is a 30-day challenge where I go live every weekday for the next 30 days. One, so I could get more comfortable with going live, and two, so that we could get a more personable relationship with one another. Just to introduce myself, my name is Chantel, and I lost 44 pounds and counting following a plant-based lifestyle, and now I help others do the same through recipes, tutorials, random fun facts about health and wellness, and all the things. Today is day 10 of this 30-day challenge. I feel like these days are going by so quickly, but I'm super excited to just be on here for 10 days so far, and it's been great. And today I'm going to be talking about fat loss friendly meals that are also plant-based. So I made a little list here. I wrote it down so I didn't forget anything, and I kind of ranked these from basic to bougie in terms of breakfast foods. So for my first basic breakfast option, I will say overnight oats goes into that category. I had overnight oats this morning. It's quick to make. There's no cooking or anything like that. It's usually, you put everything into the container, add some milk to it, and let everything soak overnight. It's quick, filling, to the point. There's no real, thinking when it comes to making overnight oats, which I love most of the time because sometimes I just want something quick and easy for breakfast. For my second option in terms of like basic fat loss friendly plant-based meals would be a green smoothie, a green protein smoothie. You can never go wrong with them. I personally love them. I eat them as snacks too. And for me, I put in some almond milk. I do half of a frozen banana, some flax seeds, spinach, some plant-based protein powder. Hello, Bob the Builder. How you doing? Some plant-based protein powder. Blend that all up, and then you have a quick breakfast on the go. Quick, to the point, and we love that. In my intermediate, hello, Elite Death Animation. How are you? In my like intermediate fat loss friendly plant-based breakfast ideas, this is where I would say like tofu scrambles. You put that in the pan, cut up some mushrooms, some peppers, some spinach, season it up really well, mix it all together, and then have that with like whole wheat toast or something like that. It's a little bit more work, but it's still filling. You're still going to be satisfied, and it's just quick and to the point. And if you wanted like a 2-for-1 special when it comes to scrambled tofu, you could turn that into a breakfast burrito and just add in some, hi Taha, how are you doing? And add in some beans, salsa, put it into a burrito, into a tortilla, sorry, and then roll it into a burrito. I personally like to make a whole lot of those burritos and throw it in the freezer. And then once I'm too lazy to make a real breakfast, I just pull one out the freezer, pop it in the oven, let that cook through, and then I have something that is protein packed, filling, and delicious simultaneously. And then in terms of like what I consider to be bougie breakfast options, this is where we get into like our acai bowls. You get your acai, you throw some plant-based protein powder in there, maybe some chia seeds, top that off with like granola, some almond butter. That's really like if you have time to sit there and blend all that together and make it look nice and pretty and all the things. Another suggestion would be probably chia pudding, specifically chocolate chia pudding. I personally love chocolate chia pudding. It is easy to make, but I still consider it to be bougie. And that's just literally just like milk, chia seeds, some cocoa powder. I personally put protein powder in there just to give it an extra boost of protein. And then you top that off like with your favorite berries. I use some, it's so good, right? I use some blueberries and strawberries, cut that up, make it look pretty, you know, do little designs and whatever else because, you know, eating is also a visual experience. So I like myself to look pretty before I eat it. Um, let's see. Another one I would say is considered bougie in my opinion would be like avocado toast. Lately I've been getting into pesto toast, which is literally the same thing except you just use pesto instead of mashed avocado. Then you could top that off with like some roasted chickpeas, arugula, drizzle on some balsamic glaze, add some sliced tomatoes or cherry tomatoes on there too, and use sourdough, which is good for your gut health. And now you have like a bougie, more upscale type breakfast idea. So depending on how I'm feeling determines if I go from basic to bougie for the week. Like this week is definitely a basic week for me. So I've been eating overnight oats every single day and I love it. So it's not, you know, it doesn't get boring for me. I usually do either peanut butter overnight oats or cinnamon raisin overnight oats. Those are my two favorite flavors for it. And yeah, so it all just depends on what you're trying to do in terms of your like motivation in the morning to make breakfast basically. That's all I really had to say today. I just wanted to give you guys some ideas about what you can eat for fat loss and for fat loss on a plant-based lifestyle. And all these recipes that I had mentioned, I do actually have a 7-day meal plan for fat loss that has the recipes for this. It has recipes, it has a grocery list, it has all the meal plan that you can follow day to day so you don't get, you know, confused or overwhelmed. It's just like an easy, quick to the point type meal plan. The link for that is in the description below if you wanted to try it out. And yeah, I hope you guys liked today's video. Feel free to come back if you want because this is a 30-day challenge. So I'm on here weekdays, typically at 6 p.m. Eastern time. But today and tomorrow is 3 p.m. Eastern time because I have some appointments that I need to go to. So we pushed it up a bit. And yeah, so subscribe, like, and all the things. I hope to see you guys tomorrow because I'm going to be talking about where I deem to be the best high protein plant-based sources, because I know a lot of people when they think about plant-based and stuff like that, they get kind of scared. It's like, okay, but where am I going to get my protein from? You know, like animal protein is good if you are eating animal proteins, but there are also plant-based alternatives that are good as well. So we're going to touch base on that tomorrow. So yeah, I hope to see you guys there. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Thursday. I hope you get some sun today. The sun is out, thank goodness. And yeah, so I'll see y'all tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and all the things. And yeah, I will see you guys, all right? Bye.